That helps.
Okay.
And let me introduce Janet Montez Diaz, a senior student and instructor of meditation.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Glad to see new faces here. First, I'd like to say that we always pass around a book of names. And in this book, we put the names of people we would like to dedicate our practice that we do today. In Tibetan Buddhism, everything we do is not just for ourselves, but for others. So this is a way of acknowledging that everything we do, and even if we reach enlightenment, we do it for the benefit of others. So if you're on the chat, just put it in the chat. We'll read it later. Okay. So I'd like to explain a little what we're going to do today. We always open with our opening aspirations. It's a short prayer, and I don't know if everyone has access to this, but there's some sheets up there that you can.
Maybe there aren't, it doesn't look like.
I think I saw some. Yeah. Okay, he'll bring it to you. So once again, we aspire for others. As I said before, everything we do is for others. After this, we're going to do a practice that will last about 20 minutes. And then we're going to read from this book by Pema Chodron, Comfortable About Uncertainty. We'll read a short chapter and just to have a short discussion. After that, we'll have a closing meditation that will be shorter than the first time, about 10 minutes. We'll read the Book of Names, and then we will do a short dedication and the art practice. And after that, we have time to socialize, just talk with each other and get to know each other. So let us begin with the aspiration. If you see the group practice prayers, we'll do the first aspiration. May all beings always have happiness and its causes. May all beings always be free of pain and its causes. May all beings always be pain-free and live happily. May no beings ever cling to those near nor spurn those far. Let's do Shantideva's way of the Bodhisattva. For as long as space abides, as long as the world remains, just so long may I be there, resolving all beings' pain. So now I'd like to explain what we do in our practice. First of all, the practice we're going to do today, one of the basic aspects of it is something that was given to us by one of our guiding teachers, that is a Tibetan Lama in Tibet. His name is Adson Pailo Rinpoche. And when we do the hung practice, which I'll explain later, this is something that was given to us to expand a little our openness. What is the purpose of this practice? It's really to aspire to benefit ourselves and others, to let go of what's holding us back, which is the essence of wisdom, and for us to develop our attention, our mindfulness, to develop ease, and to help us to rest in expanded openness. So first, let us practice just settling. And when we do this, we try to look for a way to have the most comfortable posture. Some people prefer to sit in a chair, others on a cushion. The important thing, though, is to go over what we call the 3 pillars. So the first pillar is to feel contact. Feel the contact of your seat on the cushion or on your chair. And just realize that you're having all the support that is necessary from this contact to the chair, to the cushion, to the earth. And feel that that support is coming from the very center of the earth. Just relax, relax, feeling that support. The second pillar is actually our skeletal structure. We like to practice with our spine as straight as possible, but in a comfortable way. Just let the spine have its natural S curve. And feel that the skeletal structure is supporting you. This way you can relax all the muscles within your body and just settle within that support of the spine, of your shoulder blades. Just be there with that support. The next pillar would be what we call the central channel. This central channel goes through, starting from the bottom of your belly up through the top of your head. And through this channel, certain energies flow freely, going up and down. And we want to make sure that flow of energy is there, which is one of the reasons we want to have the spine straight. You just feel it. About 3 finger width below your belly, 3 finger width deep. We have a central, what we call the do in Tibetan. I forgot the other name for it, but it's in that central, and it's like a orb that's within there. You feel that the energy is starting to flow up through your central channel. Let's just feel it for a minute. The cushion, skeletal structure, central channel. Now, we want to put our attention on our breath. By putting the attention on our breath, we're able to develop attention, mindfulness. Our breath is always with us. Our breath is always changing. You inhale, exhale. You can visualize with each inhale that energy going down to the do. Exhale. This breath brings the energy up. And we're going to do this for a few minutes. Now you're going to notice that once in a while, you lose that attention to the breath. You start to thinking. And whenever you realize that you're wandering, your mind is starting to wander, you're having thoughts, you're not paying attention to the breath anymore, just let go of the thought. Let it go um, very easily. Go back to the breath. Some people like to just say to themselves when they notice they're thinking, say thinking, thinking, go back to the breath. We're going to do this for a few minutes. So let us start now. Now we are going to do the hung practice. So the hung practice is based on a sacred syllable, hung, which in Tibetan represents the enlightened mind, or the sound of it, right? It represents the enlightened mind. We're going to chant hung, each person at their own pace, for a few minutes. And each person, I'd like you to just feel the vibrations of that sound go through your body. Feel the vibrations. Feel the vibrations of the people that are chanting around you. And just be with that sound. So our attention is focused on the hum. Let us go back to observing our breath. Observe the breath as it goes through your nostrils down. Feel it like it's going down to the dome. Exhale. Let the energy flow. You can also try just slightly opening your eyes and practice this way to develop your attention. Now let us go back and chant home for a few minutes. Go back to observing our breath one more time. Observe the breath. If you find you're distracted by your thoughts, say, thinking, thinking, go back to the breath. So the practice we just did is a practice that you can do on your own. If you're new to meditation, it's good to do it in short intervals at first. Maybe do it for 2 minutes. And then you can do what's called a mini sit, which is you do it for 2 minutes, then you just relax. Then you go back to it for 2 minutes, relax again, and then go back. You can either do it for the observing the breath or for chanting. So before we begin to read the chapter, I just want to mention for those that are on Zoom, if you'd like to enter the names of people you'd like to dedicate the practice for, you can do it through the chat. And we will read it at the end of our practice. We'll read all the names of the people. And the names could include animals, pets, any living beings that you'd like to dedicate the practice to, or it could include situations like situations in the Middle East or all those that are suffering. Okay, so this week we've been reading the book Comfortable About Uncertainty by Pema Chodron. And it consists of very short chapters of some of her teachings. So this week we are reading chapter 22, and it's called Nothing Solid. Moving away from our experience, moving away from the present moment with all our habits and strategies always adds up to restlessness, dissatisfaction, and unhappiness. The comfort that we associate with concretizing and making things solid is so transitory, so short-lived. Moving into our experience, whether it's opening experience of love and compassion, or closing down experience of resentfulness and separation, brings us into an enormous sense of freedom, the freedom of nothing solid. Something about nothing solid begins to equal freedom. In the meantime, we discover that we would rather feel fully present to our lives than be off trying to make things solid and secure by engaging our fantasies and our addictive patterns. We realize that connecting with our experience by meeting to feel better than resenting it, by moving away. As we practice moving into the present moment this way, we become more familiar with groundlessness, a fresh state of being that is available to us on an ongoing basis. This moving away from comfort and security and stepping out into what is unknown, uncharted, and shaky, that's what's called liberation. So throughout this book, we see that we're trying to move away from what we're grasping at, whatever we feel we need for comfort, whatever we feel we need security for. And we're trying to be open, just be open to whatever is present in the moment. So that's basically what I feel is being said here. I'd like to know if Harp would like to say something about this.
Well, without planning it, I think it's very much in tune with what we were talking about earlier in the morning, and that is if we move back into the immediacy of our experience, sensing, seeing, hearing, thinking, we start deconstructing a sense of solidity and endurance, and we start noticing the fresh, impermanent aliveness of experience. And it's a different perspective and a helpful perspective. And it's one that's accessible by just tuning into the immediacy of experience. But interested if there are any observations, questions from people either here or online.
Okay, so I would like to
Go ahead.
I would like to mention at this time that we do have some upcoming events. I know that next weekend, right? We have our retreat.
Yeah, so we have a retreat next weekend with Lama Tenzin Sampel, which will be in the mission building of the Presbyterian Church, St. Philip Presbyterian Church in the Galleria area in Houston. If you are really interested in a deeper dive into the nature of mind in a refreshing and mind-opening manner. I really recommend this retreat. It will be online, but will also be live and in person. It will be really be our second live retreat since the whole COVID mess. But for those of you who are interested in really getting a more immediate experiential sense of the nature of mind, it's a great opportunity. I strongly, strongly recommend it. There'll be information on our website. If you're local, you're welcome to come. St. Philip Church on San Felipe, and just outside the Loop,
Yes.
where the old Yaya restaurant used to be, if you're familiar with that, what that was. It's not the church itself, it's the building next to the left of the church. Starts at 7 on Friday, and there's information on our website.
Okay, so we also have our Teaching Tuesdays. That is, we're still going to meet at Covenant.
Yes, so that will be Covenant Baptist Church for our Teaching Tuesdays, first and third Tuesdays, 7 p.m., where we're teaching about love.
Mhm. Yes. Okay, so I'd like to mention also, we have the opportunity for those who would like to give. We are, always in need of, of support. So in the back, we have a box where you can either leave cash, or you can also, it has like a, what is it, a QR code that
Yes.
you can click on and then leave a donation. So if you'd like to do that. And I also, I already mentioned the names, right? For the
Yes.
people that are online.
People are putting names
Yes,
on.
okay. So let us begin with our closing session. And we're going to go again to do our the same meditation we were doing earlier. I just like to recommend that if you could do it with your eyes slightly open, because this way, when we usually practice, we don't like to do it with our eyes slightly open, so that we develop our attention. As we develop our attention in this way, then throughout the day, we have that attention with us more easily. Okay, so let us start. Once again, observing the breath. Oh, let's go first through our 3 pillars. Notice the cushion, your seat on the cushion or the chair. Feel that you're getting the support from the earth itself, from the ground, from the very center of the earth. And just relax, feeling that comfort. Feel your skeletal structure supporting all your muscles. So now you can relax all the muscles in your body. Keep your mouth just slightly open, just to relax all the muscles around the neck. And just be there at ease with your spine straight but comfortable. Now feel the central channel that is going through from the bottom of your belly up to the top of the head. There's a flow of energy there. You want to be at one with it. Now observe the breath. Be with your breath. If thoughts come, Just let them go very easily and go back to the breath. Now let us chant hum. Let us go back to observing the breath. Okay. I'd like to read the Book of Names now. So let's start with the book here. Okay. So what we have, all the good merit we have accumulated by doing this practice, we are going to dedicate to Camachos, Joe, Andrew, Gary, Emily, John, Caroline, Owen, Allie, Leslie, all beings. Alex, I'm not sure what it says there. Alex Franco, Walter, Kino and her husband, Jeffrey Hopkins, John Hyde, Kike,
Mike.
oh, Mike, Mike Malden, Jason Hardes,
Mendel.
oh, Mandel, Jason Mandel, and Chloe Mandel. And we have on the Zoom, Baya. It's hard to read it. Okay, Bahi,
No, that's the name of the sutra. So let's start with the next one.
Dominic Bon and Esteban Yepes, Anna, Tom and Mac, Katie Winstead in the Bardo, Galena, Maria Luisa, Marie, Kaisu's father, our teachers, our Sangha, and all suffering animals. Okay, now we will do our sharing the merit prayer. And I believe this is the dedication, right? Okay, on this page where it says dedication, by this good may I swiftly once become a great guru, lead all beings, everyone, to reach to that very ground. Now we will do the blessing with the candle. This is our electronic candle. With all of you in mind, we light this lamp of clarity. May the glow of love, wisdom shine within us, everyone, till we all rise forth born in one enlightened mandala. So we're going to close with another short practice. This time we're going to do 3 visualizations of as we chant another sacred syllable, which is the sacred syllable ah. And ah is represents reality itself, openness, spaciousness. And as we chant this ah, we're going to visualize certain things that I will tell you at the time. But let us just start off, just relaxing. Observe your breath just for a little while. First time we chant on, we're going to visualize an orb of white light around our chest or in our chest. As we chant ah, this white light will spread throughout your body. All the white light will fill every cell in your body. This white light represents all the good merit, all the pureness that is within you. The second time we chant ah, we're going to visualize this white light that is within us spreading to each person in this room and to each one of the people that are on the chat, wherever in the world they are. Now we're going to do a third ah this time. This ah is going to spread throughout the city, the country, spread throughout the planet, spread throughout the universe, everywhere where there are living beings, where there are sentient beings. We will send this white light. I'd like to thank all of you for being here today. It was a very good session. And I'd like to just say I hope to see you again. Also, we all always like to stay just a little while and just chat and get to know each other. So I guess this will be it.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Good to see you all online.
Yes, it was nice to see you. Okay.